All right. Well, I think what we'll do tonight is just like an intro to everything, but we could start off slow.
Nice and slow.
Let me see here. So we'll give you guys tonight. We'll give you the topic, and then we'll kind of go into like what we believe, what our ideas are of it, that kind of stuff. That's cool with you. And then we'll just go alphabetically. And there's always going to be more than one letter. Of course, we don't have to do all of them. We could just do like one basic one or something like that for each one.
Makes sense.
So the first topic will be
the SpeakInCOAD Podcast. And now introducing Code, Conspiracy of a Dead Man.
Over 100 people dead.
Chente, the homie. Servant with a noble cause. And Teddy Bear Dynamite. These are the hosts of the SpeakInCOAD Podcast.
Yeah, because
we're not trying to change anybody's minds. You know, like there's going to be topics.
You just about did already?
Yeah. There's going to be topics where we're going to just throw our own ideas out there, our own opinions. These are our own opinions and our own thoughts. And by next episode, they might change to something totally different. So it's not like we're going to be stuck in our mind. Like there's going to be theories that we're going to talk about on this podcast where it's like we don't agree with it 100%. We're like, this is not real. But we're going to perceive it as it is. Like if we have different people on with different conspiracies or different ideas or different thoughts or different like I don't know, just different ideas in general, we're not going to belittle them and tell them they're wrong. We're going to listen to their stuff. We will treat them as if they are 100% correct, and then we could talk about this and do another intro to everything another time too. And you know, like so.
You know, I like that you said that because like this is our second one.
Yeah.
And I want to go back and listen to our first one to see what my answer to this question was to that and see how much it has changed.
Well, Chente mentioned something similar to what he said about possibly God being an alien to us, and you were like, I never. Now, hold on, we could talk about that topic another time.
Okay.
But okay, so for me,
we know a future podcast.
Yes, because we've talked spirituality and religion and stuff like that too, and I think there's different ideas that we have, and then there's different things that we can pull other ideas and have a bigger picture on these things too.
Yeah.
So for me,
merch, y'all. We now selling merch. Yes. Yeah, merch, y'all. We now selling merch. Get your merch today. We're ready to blow the safe. Stickers and what else? T-shirts and okay. Mugs and cups and that's right. We now selling merch. Stop the record. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming.
I gotta break the seal.
All right, for sure. And then what do you want to do for D? And then we could even stop at D if you guys want to. We're at
dinosaurs. Because they're not real. They're all just chickens.
Is that conspiracy related though?
Probably not.
Yeah. So I mean, I have my thoughts on dinosaurs, but
it's just a D. I'm just pulling up.
Yeah. What would be another D from your butthole? Oh no, that sounds horrible. Yeah. Pulling D's out his butthole.
What?
Oh, that's horrible.
I just was like, what the fuck just happened?
Oh, no.
Where did we go?
Oh, how funny is that?
Oh,
I'm hilarious. No, I'm just kidding.
man,
What would be a good D one?
I'm like, I started looking up here and I'm like, I don't remember like the song had
There's
one, but I can't.
D's for sure. Deep State. There's
Dogman.
Dogman's more cryptic.
Cryptid, yeah.
Yeah.
Dogman.
I do for D. I'll see if I can pull up the lyrics.
Yeah, I was thinking that like the song had one for D. I just can't remember what it was.
Breaking the mouse. Oh, I thought somebody was coming in.
Pulling these from the butthole.
That was
Dude,
disgusting.
when you guys go back and you watch, he says it, my brain exploded because I'm like, that just. Usually, I'm the one saying the horrible things. Andrew had to outdo me.
It's not horrible. It's funny.
Oh yeah. Oh, that guy had to outdo me. That stranger I've never met. Feel like you're lost in the sauce. Oh man.
No, I kind of developed that type of idea about stuff when I was watching this video, or it was on YouTube, and this guy in the United Emirates had said that they have been spraying chemtrails since like the 80s.
Okay.
And that they've been able to control their own weather. They've been able to make it rain in Dubai and stuff by spraying these chemtrails since the early 2000s.
That's how you go over there and there's these just cities thriving in the middle of the desert.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like tropics and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Oh, it's not how he thinks. That's how he feels.
we'll edit it all out right now. I'll just put a little bit.
That's right, don't get me started. From your phone web market, playing your one pandemic.
We are back from our commercial break, and we are currently on the letter D.
For these nuts. Now,
Oh yeah, there's some conspiracy behind these.
yeah. These.
As you can see, most people think I have a BBC. I am an ABC.
Oh, wait, that's a baby. Oh,
I'm an ABC.
I have his
And
BBC.
so I have a few that you like to call like husband. It's not painful, but it's like something you can deal with on a frequent basis.
Husband.
He has a BBDB. Big black dad bod.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
big black dad bulge.
Oh no. Ew.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh man.
Let me see. Do you want to do deep state?
Yeah.
Shadowy government?
Yep.
That's like involved with politics.
Yeah, we can do it.
My whole last thing is gonna get cut. It's fucking heartbreaking. Pardon my French.
Oh, it's okay. We can edit certain parts out. You don't have to like say certain things, and we can leave that in. We can just take it out for YouTube. We can leave it in everywhere else. Let me see.
Oh, what are some deep state things?
So, do you know what the deep state is?
Explain it to me, just
Oh,
like
yeah.
I'll let you explain.
Oh, dude.
You can break it down.
So essentially, the deep state is there's a group of like privatized corporations and individuals that essentially write all the laws that come down to us.
Yes.
And our government really has no actual real control because they're controlled by corporations. So the deep state is this secret group behind our government that controls our government because they give our government money, and our government has no other option but to follow through because they're beholden to the special interests.
So our D is actually I. Illuminati.
Oh, exactly.
Our D is actually I.
Not quite. I feel like they're an even shadowier government.
Yeah,
Illuminati, I feel like they're not government.
it's more of a social.
I feel like it's.
Oh,
I think
they're like
that's-
pushing social stuff.
Yeah, I think they're further back. But
See, the deep state actually has their claws in actual things, the real things. They can actually institute change by writing bills that go, you know what, we don't believe that people should be able to drive gas cars anymore. So in the next 20 years, we're getting rid of gas cars because it's more beneficial to us to tax you on this electronic vehicle or whatever. They come up with concepts that will keep people chained to the experience that they are because they are trying to remove your ability to be able to escape the matrix.
Oh, okay.
so, yeah. All right.
If that makes sense.
No, it does. Do you want to touch more on that, or you want me to tie into stuff?
Please, Ty.
Okay, so
I don't want to talk too much.
no, you're good.
No, you've been insightful.
So what he was talking about, where they have like that stronghold of the government, they're like outside of the government, but they're also within the government at the same time. So what they are is like a person that doesn't get voted into a position of power.
to get like appointed.
Yeah,
They get appointed and then they can stay in that position of power forever.
where their money allows them to have the position.
Yes.
Like the Supreme Court justices and
Not quite.
No, because they're voted
They
officials.
get voted in.
which ones are what am I thinking?
So, like
Those
someone
ones
like Bill
stay in,
Gates,
though.
someone like Bill Gates. How is it that Bill Gates is able to have as many institutional decisions that he's made over cool COVID and everything?
Uh-huh.
How is it that he's able to tell the government how to handle situations? Because he's part of a deep state. He's part of a group of individuals that control the government, and
Okay.
he's no longer trying to hide it, which is why he publicly displays it.
And he's getting sued by the Netherlands for pushing the.
The agenda over there.
Oh, okay. I did
So-
not know that.
The other one too would be like
Soros.
Fauci, Soros too, but Fauci was in charge of the NIH,
Mhm.
so the
Health.
National Institute of Health.
Mhm.
Okay.
So, but he has been in. He's like the highest paid doctor. He's like one of the highest paid officials in the government with his position, and I think he gets $600,000 a year.
Plus,
he gets
plus incentives.
He gets more money than the
The
president.
president.
The president makes only like $400,000 a
Mhm.
year, right? He makes $600,000 a year. He can't get voted in or out.
You can't fire him. You
No.
can't.
Well, I think they could have fired him, but during COVID they were too scared because they were like nobody knew the stakes of it and stuff.
And
But
so, like, how do you put a new guy in charge of all of this?
well, have you ever seen what's the movie with Matthew McConaughey where he has AIDS?
Is
Dallas
that,
Buyers,
yeah, that's a good movie.
Dallas Buyers Club.
oh,
that's an
that,
amazing
yeah.
movie.
So that was all.
That was
pushing-
Fauci.
Yes, Fauci was the bad guy in that movie because he was telling people. People were trying to say AIDS is getting passed through homosexuals and people of color or whatever that are homosexual or drug users, and they were like, "That's racist and homophobic.
Yeah.
You can't say that. Like, we can't push that." Well, then people are like, "Well, why are my children? How are my children getting AIDS?" And he goes, "Well, you guys aren't cleaning off the ledges. You guys aren't wiping your houses down with like, what would it be called? Kind of like,
Lysol or something.
yeah, or like disinfectant and stuff
Mhm.
like that. You're not disinfecting your lower ledges where children can be touching stuff, and that's how they're getting it. Where people were passing it through sharing needles, drugs, or they were secretly hiding stuff and then coming home and sleeping with their wives after
Yes.
cheating with like a homosexual relationship in a way, I guess.
Yes.
Or just sharing needles or whatever the case. But they were too afraid to say that was the reason. So then they were telling people, no, you have to do this and that. And they were trying to make it seem like anybody and everybody could
Could
get
get it.
AIDS. But if you're not doing drugs or sharing needles, or you're not cheating on your spouse
With a
in a
dude.
different,
Yeah.
then you're probably fine. unless somebody was cut themselves bleeding and spit on you, or
Yeah.
you guys got into a fight and they had it and without knowing. Like, if you ever seen the movie Kids,
Oh my God, that's horrible.
that's a horrible movie.
Oh my
Probably
God,
one of the worst movies ever.
it's one of the absolute horrifyingly worst movies you've ever seen in your
Okay.
life.
Because of the concept.
It's
Yeah,
horrible.
it's like kids learning about having
Excuse me.
sex and all that stuff,
Okay.
and then one guy has AIDS.
and he's
and then
just raping
he starts sleeping with
all these
different-
virgins, bro.
on
Yeah.
purpose.
All these virgins, and he knows he's got
No,
AIDS.
he didn't know.
Oh, he
He
didn't,
didn't know yet.
Oh, okay.
He
I
didn't
thought
know,
he knew.
and he sleeps
And
with.
he only sleeps with virgins. He's like, I don't even know nobody but virgins.
Yeah,
And
then,
he's giving all this town of young virgins AIDS.
Yeah. and then do you know,
Bro, it's horrible.
Roach from Friday
Yeah.
or next Friday or whatever, Friday after next. He was in the movie, and so was Rosario Dawson. It was Rosario
Oh, bro.
Dawson's first movie. This
Claire
girl,
Danes.
this girl was trying to get a hold of him and tell him, "Hey, I have AIDS." Like, she went, her and Rosario
God.
Dawson go and get checked.
Yeah.
Rosario
She
Dawson's
don't
like,
got it.
I've been
Good.
sleeping with
I
all
can't
these.
think of it like that.
Well, she
She's
was
a
like,
solution.
she was sleeping with all these dudes.
And never had it.
Never
and this
got
girl's a virgin again.
Yeah, and it was her first time having sex.
And she's like, I only been with Telly.
Yeah,
And Telly is literally going around. He sleeps with like 3 virgins in the movie.
yeah. Then he gets into a fight with this guy at the basketball court
Uh-huh.
in New York City, and the dude gets into a fight with him.
And
His mouth is bleeding. He hits the guy in the face with a
skateboard.
skateboard, knocks him to the ground, and then spits
Spits
the
on him.
blood on him. So then he gives that guy AIDS in the movie, you know.
Yeah.
And then the girl is trying to tell him. She finds out, so she's trying to track the guy down. and all of this stuff is happening. He's sleeping with different chicks, or he's getting into fights and spreading his AIDS to all these random people. They go to a party,
And his best friend.
Roach, drug, like gives her like a type of thing in her drink, and she's like, I don't know, something's wrong. And she's like, no,
And
no,
he's
don't do
telling,
it.
she's telling her the whole
She's
time,
trying
I
to
have
tell-
AIDS. I
He's
got
trying to
AIDS.
tell him that, but he won't listen to her, and then she's like in and out. So then she, and then he gets AIDS.
And that's like well, you don't ever know that they get AIDS, or the only person that you know for sure has AIDS is Claire Danes. But Claire Danes,
The girl?
the girl.
Oh, yeah.
But you know that Telly is the only one that connects all of these people. So you start realizing through the movie, this guy AIDS, bro, and he's out here hurting
And
all
so
these
he's like, we
people.
know he's been with her, so
Yes.
Yeah.
So then you know the first girl he slept with was like
Okay.
young, and they're like sleeping with each other just recklessly, like they don't even care. No condoms, no nothing.
this is crazy.
Dude, it is horrifying.
When did this come out?
Bro, it was it was
90s.
banned. It was banned. The movie was so bad they banned it till like the early 2000s. You couldn't find it. You couldn't see it because it was that
I
horrifying.
had somebody have me watch that, and
Dude.
I was like, that was the worst movie I've ever seen. I'm like, why would you recommend that movie? He said, oh, I didn't say it was good. I just said you had to watch it. I'm like, don't ever recommend. And then we
It's
watched
horrible.
another one right after that. called
Requiem.
Bully.
Oh, it's
Bully-
another horrible
Bully
one.
is like Alpha Dog, but way worse with the same characters as kids. And I'm like, I just sat through two
It
of the
was
worst
bad.
movies I've ever seen in my life back to back.
Just bad.
So
man.
do not watch
That-
Kids and do not watch Bully.
Don't watch Requiem for a Dream.
Oh,
Don't watch that. Oh God,
That
Requiem
sounds
for a Dream is
familiar.
horrible.
The
too.
song is a good soundtrack, though.
What the Requiem for a Dream is
Yeah.
horrible. It's about a bunch of horrible heroin addicts doing damn near anything to get
Marlon
heroin.
Wayans in it?
Yes,
Marlon Wayans was in it.
he was a small role, but really it was Jared Leto, and he was
Oh.
trash.
So anyway, long story short,
Sorry.
Fauci was the bad guy.
Yeah.
Fauci was the bad guy that was like trying to tell people that's not how it works. And then all of a sudden, this is exactly what's going on with the stuff that happened in 2020.
Okay.
And they're like, oh, we should listen to him. He knows exactly what's going on, where he was just making stuff up. 6 feet roll was all made up. Who knows why that
Everything was
even
made
was
up.
a thing. You could get it through the air or touching stuff. It was just like,
Yeah.
But then we found out that none of it was true.
None of it.
But we'll probably have to edit that part out just because
And
they
that
still
hard drive-
believe that all happened.
What is it?
Hydroxychloroquine.
Misinformation.
Yes.
Yes.
They'll put it at the bottom. So blah blah blah. It's all bogus.
Yeah. And then we'll find out next year in January.
Soon, when it's released, when the real information is released, we'll know the truth.
Yep. Hunter Biden.
And then people are going to be
Which
very mad.
also makes me think, because now the newest thing I've been seeing pop up everywhere is like all these deadly pneumonia cases. Like, not that pneumonia wasn't deadly before, but it just seems like they're saying there's a rise in pneumonia deaths.
Bro,
But
did you notice?
You saying that, I'm like, what food did they sneak me?
Bro,
Remember?
the
What?
USDA.
Remember? We did that episode with Suburban Mama. They
Bro,
were putting
Oh,
it in
the
lettuce.
lettuce?
They were putting it in vegetables.
I came late to
The-
that episode.
the USDA came out and said that they've placed 70% of the pig population, like a decent amount of the hog, like
They tainted my bacon.
yes. Because how did they get to you when you refuse to take it? They put it in your food
Bitches.
and then make it so that you have no choice but to embrace it.
In Tennessee, they came out with something. They were like, well, what if they were like, wait, you're into the food? And they were like, yeah. They were like, well, what about somebody that already has it? We were talking about this because we were like, what if somebody already has it? Can you overdose on it? Can you get too much? What if somebody that's like a different size than somebody else? What if somebody already had so much of it? and
Which
they're
is
getting
probably
more?
why they have that grace period. Okay, now you have to re-up. Like, there's only so much you can take at one time.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, come back in 6 months, get your, what were they calling it? Your, but if they're putting it in the food, like, I just get it Thursday, and then the sandwich I eat Friday has it in there, and now we're having all these extra health issues because of too much at one time.
But with the deep state thing too, I think it's a lot of lobbying. They'll have you pay money to get things in order, and then they'll pay people because they have the influence with money.
Yeah.
So there's more power. They could pay people off to vote a specific way to get
Okay.
things passed. So that's what I think with the deep state, and I think 100%.
More reasons not to trust
Yeah, I'm with
politicians.
100%. I mean, you can see it's affected our lives.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we weren't alive, but you could watch like publicly as presidents were on camera and there's been like documentation that's released that the CIA had things to do with it. That's the deep state.
And then you think about what that president was doing or said he was going to do.
He said he was going to dismantle the deep state. He said, like, come on. Like,
and then now all of a sudden his head magically
pops. And his wife's trying to climb out the back of the car, and the driver just so happened to miraculously turn around at the same time. And the bullet came from the front of his head, not the back of his head. They have no traces of a bullet fragment or anything like that. They don't even, there's no DNA anywhere. Come on, man.
All right.
the guy was over there.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're good. What do you think about the deep state? What's your percentage?
I'm over the 90.
You're probably
100.
Yeah.
All right.
I only go 90 because like
Without a doubt.
there's so many unknown variables. I feel like with the chemtrails, like how far into it do I go and what areas of it I believe? So 90. Because like you said, I can see everything like throughout the years and how they do things and what they've done or are still doing to us. So 90.
When I was first, like when I was going to school and stuff, and I worked for this company called, like, sorry, I'm talking about this stuff, but there was this guy, he worked for this company, he had like his fingers in a bunch of like commerce, and he would go to DC and all this stuff. And I sat down with him one time and I was talking to him, and he made all of these different points to me. He was like, your generation is going to have to come to the understanding that money equals power, and that when you don't have it, decisions are made for you. When you have it, you can make your own decisions.
Yeah.
But until you have it, decisions are going to be made for you. And you have no say one way or the other whether it's going to happen, because these people at top that have the money and power, they don't leave anything to chance. Everything's calculated, everything's weighed, everything's measured. They have to know how things function, because this is where they make their money. This is how they produce. This is how they do things. And they don't leave anything to goofy statistics. Everything is legitimate to them. They don't leave anything out. Everything has to be measured, weighed, calculated. And they do that for a specific reason, because that's how they maintain their power. If they don't do that, people like us will be able to catch up and eventually see what's going on. So they have to stay ahead. And how they stay ahead is by making sure they're like an octopus. There's the head, and then there's the fingers and tentacles that go in everything, from our pharmaceutical industry to the food we eat, to the way to the CIA, to the way our prisons are run, to the way that you're educated in school, to the way that they tell you how you have to have a job or do this, or all these different concepts that they come up with, that you have to have this specific thing, or you're not this type of class of person, so you can't be a doctor, or all of it's been calculated, because these specific groups of people have assessed people's personality types. You've already given them your information on Facebook. They've been able to create profiles on us for years, since the early 2000s. So they already know who we are. They know our faces. They know all of this stuff. So what they do is use that information and statistics to be able to guide us and place us where they need us.
Okay.
And that's the deep state.
And then I love what you said, because when you think about, like, we've had pandemics and we've had world-ending crisis, Y2K, and not the flu virus, but the swine flu and all these other things. And then because people are panicking, all these things get inflated. And then inflation means what things cost yesterday cost more today, which means the dollar you made yesterday isn't worth crap today.
But it's all controlled, though. But they tell you, because they're just punching numbers in a thing. None of our money is backed by gold or silver or anything manageable. So what they do is they back it on debt. And how do you back debt? You just punch it into a computer.
Well, what you said, how money is power.
Oh, yeah.
And people with the power don't want to give up the power. So when
It's a Ponzi scheme.
we start making above our means,
they're starting to make some money now. Let's crush this dollar and make it meaningless.
Because of this virus that impacted the whole world, hammers are $27 and your medical bills are up this much. So when you thought making $20 an hour was like the best thing that ever happened to you, now it's pretty much the same as when you were making $8 an hour. And then, but the people that were already up here living well off, it doesn't bother them much.
See, and that's another choice. If you think about it, there's people at the top. They have the means. So if America or anywhere that they're in goes to crap, they have means to escape. They have means to go someplace else and not to have to experience the experience you experience. But we are stuck.
Yeah.
We don't have the means to be able to just disappear and go where we need to be to protect ourselves. We don't have that. We're stuck here. And they know that. So what have they done is they've created this scenario where they force you to think that socialism is the way to go because they've already positioned themselves in a position of power. So now that I'm in a position of power, I want to remove any desire you have to ever reach me. I'm already there. You're never going to reach me now. So now I'm going to create this concept that we should all be equal. We should all be equal. We should all have the same stuff now. We should be the same as me. But I'm never going to be the same as you because I have billions of dollars that protect me and make it so that you never, ever see the type of lifestyle that I really have because it's private to you. You're not meant to see it. And that's how they run things.
And I was like, and then you get into those type of lifestyles, and like deep state, and I was mentioning Illuminati. Oh, it's private because you can't see all the dirty things
Exactly.
I did to get this far.
For real.
Because like now, I don't want to get that far, and now
Yeah.
I got to burn all this shit.
Exactly. Or now I have so much money that I can get rid of the people who know the truth about me. I can get rid of anyone who's may stand in my way so that people can catch me one day. Come on, man. Another thing is, let's go into this. Never mind. Nope, never mind. I was gonna say I feel like the Diddy list ain't nothing more than a distraction from the other real list.
Oh, that could have been the D.
Boom.
Oh,
The Diddy list ain't nothing more than, hey, focus on these freaky guys. Focus on these freaky guys, these celebrities. But it's no one of a position of power. The position of power people are on that other list. And they don't want to show you that other list because those people, if they were to fall, our entire government, everything would crash down. And they know that. So they're going to protect those people, but they're going to give you somebody else instead. They're going to give you the Diddy's. They're going to give you the Mike Tysons. They're going to give you all this other celebrities who really have no institutional power or control, but they have celebrity. And that's what matters to people like us. Influence. Oh, at least we got the Diddy list. The Diddy list. I want to know the real list.
Well, that's how you got in trouble.
And that takes us to our next topic, the Epstein Island. No. No, we can do whatever one you guys think for E. We could do Earth, flat, Earth, hollow, Earth, Epstein's Island.
Oh, Epsom salt.
That's another E. I don't think there was too many.
Outside of, like you said,
Do you guys want to do that, and it could be our last one?
Yeah.
All right.
We'll find the E, and then we'll call it an evening.
Ooh. And then, do you want to do trivia?
Yeah.
Thought for the day, or we could hold off on E, wait for Chente, and then we could do some trivia and a thought for the day.
I'm cool with that if you guys are.
I
just looking
am.
up E conspiracies. So we're gonna hold off on E till the next time.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay.
And that could be Epstein,
I can do some homework.
evolution.
Evolution. I'm on that one. I'm on that.
Triple H, Batista, Ric Flair, and Randy Orton. Wrong evolution.
Is it the wrong evolution?
In my head.
Okay. Look, that's for a different podcast. But like, if you had to choose who you would be in evolution, what person best fits who you think you would be?
The animal.
You think you'd be Batista?
Except for his political views, but yes. No. Yeah.
That's still been a great Survivor Series match.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Or would it be Ric Flair because I'm the oldest?
Oh yeah, you are like back up.
Not you are.
I'm
Yeah.
the
He's the
I'm
oldest
the
than you.
You're older than us?
Yeah.
He's 7th
October 8th.
or 8th, and then he's October 18th. I'm February.
But the same year as us?
Oh, same year as you.
86.
Okay.
I'm 87.
You look 87.
Oh,
But you were born in the beginning of 87. We were born at the end of 86.
You guys are like
it's pretty much
4
the
months.
same.
Yeah.
3 or 4 months.
All American stickers, cryptids, cults, and killers. We got all your favorite conspiracies, all of that and more on our sticker sheets. Paranoid American stickers, they'll make you smile and snicker. False flags and secret societies, all of these and more on our sticker sheets.
Explore the unique with Paranoid American sticker sheets. Unearth tales of cryptids, cults, and mysteries through each sticker. These won't last long. Get yours now at paranoidamerican.com.
We're all American stickers, cryptids, cults, and killers. We got all your favorite conspiracies, all of that and more on our sticker sheets. Paranoid American stickers, they'll make you smile and snicker. False flags and secret societies, all of these and more on our sticker sheets.
What the heck are you waiting for? Discover the extraordinary with Paranoid American sticker sheets. From cryptids in the night to cults out of sight, each sticker is a unique find. Get yours now at paranoidamerican.com.
I believe there is a deep state and agenda class. What it means to be, it's like asking what Christmas means to a Jew. Kind of. I mean, there's going to be different takes on it, obviously. That's, I guess, what's deep state. Yeah, as in, like, presidential-wise, they know who they're going to have president before they put it out there for us to vote for. I sometimes I think about Roman Empire. Not like travel cheap, the Roman Empire. How they killed Caesar, right? It was the Senate or whatever killed him. I think the president's just there. Who makes us believe that that's who's running the show, approving everything and all that. I think it's the others around them. Like, when you look at Speaker, all the other senators, whatever's there, they're the ones. All those collective. When you put a bill into play and all that, they're like, no, we don't like this, fix it, we don't like this. They're the ones who are controlling everything. But the president just to figure it out. Yeah.
How deep do you think they are into it? It's just not. Think they have.
I think fingers on pies everywhere. You know what I mean? Quiches, even. You know what I mean? Breakfast pies. But I think they might not feel like it in some sounds like mayor wise, I guess you could say. But I think the noise is happening there. They know. And there's influence around them. You even have to look, maybe it's just their age, you know, and maybe it's just their childhood best friend. Anyone who get close and could do and influence. Have you seen the show Resident Evil?
Yes.
Okay. Like small town life. Something's happening.
I used to believe everything I'd see on the news, but that's before I discovered a brain.
A brain is meant for everyday use. Those living with moderate to severe stupidity have seen immediate improvement in common sense with a brain.
I thought the government had my best interests at heart, and then a friend told me about a brain.
Talk to your doctor about what news sources you obey. A brain may also lower your desire to take life-altering advice from celebrities.
Getting lectured about my carbon footprint from people with 3 private jets used to make sense. But thanks to a brain, now I can think for myself every day. When my disregard for 3rd grade biology began to flare up, I knew it was time for a brain.
Do not try a brain if you're allergic to a brain. Common side effects may include accountability, discernment, homeschooling your kids, a better understanding of economics, awareness of the stupidity of socialism, and diarrhea.
For tethering yourself to reality, the only no-brainer is choosing a brain. Ask your doctor if a brain is right for you.
For more information, visit tryabrain.com.
And right now, like Keenan and Kel, they're scheming and have a plot on this episode of Conspiracy Theory, the board game.
Who loves orange soda? Yeah.
Oh,
And welcome to the show.
And welcome to the show.
Be a cool little segment.
I wish I could do the voices like he does. He does it like so well.
I know. Dude, Steve Harvey.
Well, I don't know if I
Oh,
can do
God.
Steve Harvey.
You pulled out Steve Harvey, I was about to die.
Mr. Brown from Meet the Browns. What the what?
Well, I didn't lotion my legs, so I have to ashy knees.
Oh, I didn't know he had it.
Is that too much information?
No, it's okay. You're not even wearing shorts.
Us darker people get shades lighter when we don't properly
It's
moisturize.
like, what happens when I scratch myself?
We get ashy.
You feel the dryness. We
Yeah.
see the dryness.
My hands look like they're all wrinkly.
My elbow is an
You
example.
need some shade, bud.
We went to school with somebody. I told him his knuckles look like elephant knees. I'll tell you who it is after the
Got elephant knee knuckle.
Yeah, JM.
JC.
Oh wow.
Yeah, now you're gonna have to give me that name.
Not man.
I think you would know him.
Not JC
I
the
don't know if you know him
man.
from other stuff.
Possibly.
He was in the Bible. No,
I only know one JC.
Well, the first name I'm
JC,
thinking of is in the Bible. It's one of
So
my
is
middle
mine.
names.
I'm just kidding.
Okay. Well, let's get back to scheming because
Oh,
now
boy.
my mind is scheming on who this person
Yeah.
is. I still think we're talking about the same person. What was the name of the secret CIA operation that teamed up the Vatican with the mafia to fight communism? I didn't know that happened. Operation Holy Gun Runner. That's a movie. I feel like that. Operation Pope Capone.
That sounds stupid.
Operation Is this a Harry Potter?
It's like Excalibur.
I feel like this is Latin. Excitio Regretto. And then D, Operation Gladio.
Dang, this is not that
D. Because if it's something you can't pronounce, I feel like that was like a trick. You
Yeah.
can't even pronounce this one. It's probably not it.
You said Pope Capone, and you say
Is Pope Capone? Oh no, then that's not the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
B is Pope Capone.
What's number one?
Operation Holy Gun Runner.
I'll go with that one.
And then C is whatever that Latin stuff is, because I think that's Latin. And D is Operation Gladio.
I think Gladio.
Yeah, it might be that.
It is Operation Gladio. I'm gonna have to look more than that because
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Whispers in shadows.
Yeah, I clicked the wrong one. I want this one. What Chante? Yeah. Flat ups. It's the butterfly effect.
I remember like he was just
The flutterfly.
now to those of you who wrong hand.
What's up, my friend?
To those of you that want to acknowledge the tribal wisdom that's passed down to us from the great up yonder, I say, take this into your 24-hour duration and acknowledge that be who you want to be, not what others want you to see.
For sure.
I was waiting for you. We're gonna say to be or not to be.
Dude, that was deep.
That's one of the ones I can't remember who said that one because I
No, great.
stole it from I stole all of these because I'm not that smart. I use other people's wisdom to bestow on other people because they're stupid people.
It's in the ether.
But think about it. Like even now, especially within the social media society, it only expounds on what people used to do because magazines help too. We all put out what is it called? Like your best face, like when you're going for a job interview.
Yeah.
To society, we all put out what we
Like a
want.
facade?
A facade.
Oh man,
Thank
for
you.
sure.
That's the word.
Oh, you know why?
We-
I used lion's mane and magic mine. Just kidding.
That is great handwriting. But we all put out a facade, and so like how I said, be who you want to be, not what others want to see. So
And it rhymed.
it did rhyme.
You guys cool though? You good?
Yes.
Anything else? Any other thoughts?
No.
Got anything you want to say to the fans, to the listeners, to the friends, to my parents and Jack listening? They're the only 3 people that listen to the podcast.
No, we've had
I know.
more.
I'm kidding.
I was like,
Hey, you got to think into the future.
I know.
Yeah.
I just joke.
We're already there.
Yeah.
because
We get more listeners.
when
than
I
that.
was listening to the other episode when it debuted live, I was at my brother's house and I put it on the TV, and my nephew goes, "How'd you get on TV?" And I was like, I've been on YouTube. And then like I backed out to show him. Like I was like, some of the videos have more views, and I'm like, I gotta look at the topics to see like which topics we hit.
Yeah.
And some have like 3 views, and others like 300 people watch
Yup.
this one. I was like, oh, okay, what were we talking about? We get 300.
We got like 260 some subscribers now on YouTube alone.
I didn't even look at the subscriber count. I was just looking at the views per video.
And
He
TikTok,
goes-
we got people reaching out to us
Good.
on TikTok to
See?
do collaborations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like,
What happened to the Discord? It like disappeared.
No, it's still there. It's just we don't post as much on there. I started posting recently, but
yeah, I don't think
Gente's the only one that
even
goes there.
other people, because like Suburban Mama used to post a lot, then 2 Jacks. And I used to get like notifications unless I turned the Discord notifications off.
I turned mine off.
Nobody's really
Really
posting
okay.
on there. Yeah, I mean we could get on there more often, but I feel like we need to do like a watch party on there. Like, hey, everyone. But
Oh, like we did when we did the
yeah.
did I say the wrong name? When we did the Cowabunga dudes?
Yeah.
The Cowabunga
I don't know if we can say it. I don't know if we can say it for YouTube.
That's why I switched to the Cowabunga
That's
dudes.
that.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's heartbreaking.
Like we can't say that one.
What? Really?
No.
Really?
No. We can't talk about that.
Really? That's
We
crazy.
can't talk about that. We can't talk about that one.
What does it
oh,
Uh-huh.
we can't talk about the movie where
Even though that she's like in video saying super pro.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great.
we can't talk about the alien that turns invisible and shoots people, and Arnold said, "Get to the chopper while covered in mud."
No, we just can't talk about her.
Dude,
In that light.
censorship sucks.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Even-
censorship,
even though-
speaking of censorship, we can be found
Speaking
on
of code.
multiple platforms:
Oh yeah.
YouTube,
YouTube, Spotify, Rumble.
Podcast.
Is it on Deezer?
I think so.
Yeah, I think
so on D's nuts. So if there's a video of us that you was like, hey, I saw it, I didn't get to
Odyssey.
finish it, and it just vanished, check some of our other sites, and maybe there'll be snippets or clips or
The whole video.
The whole video.
The whole video. They didn't get sponsored or censored by a company that starts with
Well,
Y
we'll give
and
you
ends
the
with
truth and nothing but what we think might be the truth.
So help us.
Oh, definitely, because I need all the help he can give me.
Yeah.
Have you?
And our powers combined.
I can't make it through this life without.
Captain Planet.
I can't.
I could be
can't.
Captain Planet, but I don't have the body.
You could be like John Cheadle.
Come
Don
on,
Don
bro.
Cheadle version.
That's what I want to be like, but he still had a better body.
He looked like toothpaste. All right. But you got no more words to explain to the people?
Oh no, just that shameless promotion of where everybody can find us.
Cool.
I am very shameless.
He is. And he likes it.
Hey,
They show
it's
boobs.
okay.
Women that like shameless men. Professional
But
uncle.
you got any final thoughts or words for the
No,
day?
man, I just want to say, thank you guys all for paying attention and watching us with your time, because I know your time is valuable. And, I just want to say thanks to my guys. This was awesome experience as always.
Yes, sir.
And miss you, Chente. You're in my heart, in our hearts.
I light a candle.
The
You wanna-
deuce.
The deuces.
Acknowledge him.
We acknowledge you, our tribal chinte.
Our tribal
Our
Chente.
tribal-
I love you, my tribal chinte.
Tribal homie.
Our tribal.
Our tribal.
And the B is for Vente.
Yeah.
No, just-
Vente. Vincenzo.
Oh,
man. All right, guys. You just listened to the Speaking Code podcast. I'm Code, Conspiracy of a Dead Man. Chente.
Swank.
Swank. Chente. Chibidis.
Sir.
Chibidis
No
nuts.
call.
Yeah. I'm Code, Conspiracy of a Dead Man. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Keep on questioning. We out.
dude.